どうも、いつもご視聴ありがとうございます。今日は MLB 雑誌22連敗中のエンジェルス、シアトルとの3連戦シリーズ最終戦、大谷で連敗を止めたいと思っております。もう早速試合に行きます。T モバイルパークでたまにはこっちでもいいですか。翔平先発。これ打順ちょっとね、もう一回この打順でいきます。さあ、なんせ連敗中ですから、もう3連敗はもう絶対ない翔平ですし、しかも勝つしかない。ここでこれをやっぱ音楽がないとね、僕はダメだなっていうことを痛感しました。はい。
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. So the Seattle Mariners have yet to lose a game in this series, and now they go for the sweep at home against their division rival.
So, Boog, I noticed a few fans carrying brooms around the stadium. Where do you think these people find these brooms? Do they bring them from the house? And are they dirty? Are they clean? What's the deal? I think some of them look brand new. But anyway, these guys have played great in this series, and they're looking to sweep their division rivals right out of the field.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, George Kirby.
Well, he tried to make it through the fifth inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
Okay, all set to go. Here's David Fletcher.
フレッチャーの打率が気になりますけど、まだまだ5試合目、6試合目、フォーシームカーブ勝った。
The wind of the pitch. A little bit high. And this one is off and running.
ビルビットハイ。ちょっと高い。
On the corner for a strike, and the count 1-1.
あのスピードでそんな曲がんの。
That clips the corner.
やばい。同じコースに違う球種っていうのはやっぱもう戸惑うわ。スライダーもあるよ。
The 1-2. He goes down looking.
最近私め見逃し三振
And
が
now
多い
batting,
な。
Mike Trout
反省。
blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. First offering misses the mark. At 30 years old, Mike Trout, 1,000 runs, 300 homers, 200 stolen bases. The only other players in Major League history with those numbers at that age, A-Rod and Willie Mays. One down, base is empty.
どうじゃ、おら。
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his back half to the ball, and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. This guy has turned into a beast. First offering, and it just misses.
翔平は仕事してる。おっさんの動かし方あるのみ。いやだからボール球。そう。沈むね。
Trout, the runner at second with one away.
カーブあるよ。スライダー。スライダーのタイミングがずらされちゃうんですよね、私ね。危ない。追い込まれる。
The next pitch misses. The count now 2-2.
Nice batting.
Line drive
Yes, yes, yes,
and
yes,
a base
yes.
hit.
トラウト戻ってるし、もう
Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Nice batting.
Gio Urshela to the plate. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7.
4番に据えています。
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
コンタクトスイングで。いや、ノーマルスイングで。
Next offering is downstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and third, one down.
カットかな？シンカーかな？
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike.
カットじゃん。カットがこんな遅いと思えんかったんや。コンタクトスイング。
Old strike right there. Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can.
Nice batting.
Slice to right, and there's a hit. In comes the first run of the game as the Angels take the lead.
Well done, drives in the run. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
危なかったね。ナイスヒットよ。OK。
So digging in, Jared Walsh. Hitless in 4 at bats yesterday. Swings through that one. 0-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that one wrapped foul. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Next pitch is inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And the right-hander deals. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Trammell right there to make the grab. Runner tags for home. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And they lead by 2. And next for LA, Taylor Ward, 4 for 7 in the series, so he's been good. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And that's a little high. And that's in there at the knees. That one pushed foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
To kick the 3-2. Grips one to right. And puts the squeeze on that one. That is the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Angels 2 and the Mariners coming to bat.
今日は大谷でしたね。
Back at T-Mobile Park. And on the hill in this one, Shohei Ohtani. Saying he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, it was nails last time out. Worked deep into the ball game, racked up double-digit strikeouts. We'll see if he can repeat that performance in this one.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Cole.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. Just off the outside part of the plate. And the righty deals. Fought off foul. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
So, Boog, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. And here is Sam Haggerty. First pitch, and he just misses. Ohtani, the former Rookie of the Year, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. On the ground to second, might be two. Over to Fletcher. Over to first. Here's some real power at the plate. Ty France. Line drive, base hit right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. So one out with two aboard. Now it's going to be Teoscar Hernandez. In there for strike one. Singing Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP in 21. He has impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
Well, he's doing something that we've never seen done before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant on the mound and be one of the top hitters in the game. And just watching that, it's got to take your breath away a little bit if you're a manager or a teammate to see this actually happening before your eyes.
AJ Pollock at the dish. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021, he was actually a unanimous MVP, and the first unanimous AL MVP since Mike Trout in 2014. Other guys that have done that, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Frank Robinson. Here's a strike.
全然振らないんでインコース待ってるんでしょう。あ、インコースにスプリット、ボール気味。あ、真ん中いった。あぶねえ。危ないよ、しょっちゃん。スライダーで三振。
Righty to the plate. Dribbled up the third baseline, and he grabs it in foul ground.
ちょっと甘かった。インコースまっすぐで三振でしょう。おお、真ん中いった。
Gets a piece and stays alive.
スライダーで。
2 on, 2 outs. That one way outside. And it's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell
he locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job.
Top of the second, Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
The right fielder, number 12.
10点取りたい。
Hunter Renfroe.
挨拶してます。それでか。
Yeah, the right-hander back to work.
うわ
Ripped to short. Fires over to first. And Renfroe is retired.
Batting in. The second baseman.
Here's Anthony Rendon up to the plate. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Anthony Rendon, an outstanding player in college. He went to Rice, the 6th overall pick by the Nationals in the 2011 draft, and then eventually signed with the Angels as a free agent. Don't forget, saying he was part of that Nats team that won it all in 2019. In the air to left, down the line. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Ball to strike. And another ball.
And pretty remarkable that the kid from Houston comes back to beat the Houston Astros in the World Series. So loved in that town. And unfortunately had to break their hearts on that one.
That takes care of Rendon. That's out number 2.
Batting 9.
So in now for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe.
さあ、期待だけは大きいよ、ホッピー。それでかい。珍しく。
And a foul ball. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That's down and in.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That misses, and the count is 2-2.
Well, that curveball right there stayed up in the zone. If it's going to be effective, he's going to have to finish the pitch, tease the strike zone, and get it down. Otherwise, it's going to eventually get hit really hard somewhere.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Angels held in check as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the second. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And he deals. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. And now the count is even.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2 on the way. Hit hard, that gets through.
追い込んだのにな、決め球がこうやっぱり高めのフォーシームに似せるっていうのは重要なのかな。
And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh.
ランナー出しちゃった。何なのこのスター扱い。ペリット。ベ 2取りたい。
Next pitch downstairs. Ball 1.
もう一球スプリット。
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Boom, our man Daryl Parker DP at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
That one ripped but foul. And the pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Looked like it was a little bit up. Suarez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Stays alive.
甘いな。ここはカーブでしょ。
2-2 on the way. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Tommy LaStella to the plate. First offering misses the mark.
初球古くないよね。なんかずっと。カットボールかな。
Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic.
これでコンフィデンスを上げていきます。
Left-hand batter waits, and it's filled up.
次はスプリットでストライクゾーンや。
And a pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
決め球がどうしたの？左バッターの時決め球がね。スプリットはもう一球。
Warner into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
大谷で負けるわけにはいかないです。
Here's Taylor Trammell.
パワーだけ、パワーだけ。カットボール。
In there, and it's 0-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And a curve misses outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
At the belt and fires. That misses off the outside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1 now. And that one in the air center field. Trout settles under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
なんかちょっと言い当たりされるな。初戦もそうでしたね、本当に僕も。
So the batting order turns over. Colton Wong up to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one's in there, 0-1. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And ball 1.
スライダーを内側へ。よし。これで三振ですね。高めのまっすぐでね。同じコースからスピッと落としますか。
In the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We played 2 full. Angels 2 and the
まだ勝っております。
and welcome back. And now the shortstop, David Fletcher.
1割8分2厘まで来
Fletcher
て持て
getting
る
a。start at shortstop, 28 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2015.
95マイル以上のフォーシームは振り遅れますよね。リアルにできてるわ、俺にとっては。
And the 0-1.
あら。
And out number 1 on the grab.
The center fielder,
フレッチャー1番っていうの考えようかな。
Here's Trout, doubled in his first AB.
使いこなせてない。
Trout measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. First offering in the dirt. You know, Singy, in 2022, Trout hit homers in 7 straight games, falling just 1 home run shy of the record, 8 in a row by Ken Griffey Jr., Don Mattingly, and Dale Long. Next offering upstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And now 2-1. Outside. Here comes a pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
now batting. The designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Singled and scored his first time. Foul ball there.
だから初球あんな球振る必要あるんかって。あるんかって。マジで。
0-1 down.
プロかどうか迷う。積極性がないんじゃ。
And misses inside.
シンカー、カーブあれよ。
In the air,
落ちろ。
left side.
切れていけ。スライスしていけ。よしよし。
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases.
よし。サイクルヒット言われるんじゃない。
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
そしてウルシエラ。
Here's Gio Urshela. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That's a little bit low.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
The 1-0. Shot left side. Suarez.
Oh,
To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Thank you.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Guys are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
So up next, Jared Walsh drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. That's in for a strike.
1打席目はサクフライ。犠牲フライの4打点の悪し。
In there at the knees for a strike. Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Urshela, the runner at first with 2 gone. Good job to fight that one off.
粘り倒せ。
This one lifted in the air, left field, makes a nice running catch, and that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Angels 3 and the Mariners nothing. Back in Seattle, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for the Mariners, Sam Haggerty.
球数多いからここはもうビシッといこう。これをショートゴロ。
The right-hander back to work. And a good eye there.
スライダーをセカンドゴロ。
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
大丈夫かな。カット。セカンドゴロ。
And that's in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering is fouled back.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
もう腹立つ。
And a 1-2 again. That one is upstairs.
It's a good take.
The pitch.
Haggerty
checks his swing. Appeal down to 3rd. Did not go.
打った。
Check swing, now an appeal to 3rd. No swing, that's ball 4. He walked him.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Man at first, stepping in, Ty France.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Nobody out, runner at first. Next pitch is outside.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one missed, now 3-0.
ファーストが外してもとこ決まる時もあるんですよね、調子いい時が。そんな印象です。振らないでしょうからカットで。
And now 3-1.
問題は次ですね。スプリット、ショートゴロ。
3-1. He couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
子が上がらないヘルナンデス。チャンス87。カーブから入ります。低くいってよ、翔平ちゃん。
First pitch just misses. Hernandez, a former All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was born in the Dominican
カット
Republic.
ボール内へ。
Kicks and deals.
よし。
Ground ball could be two. He flips it to second in time. How about that double play?
How about that?
Number 8.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove range, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
And now, A.J. Pollock.
よしよしよ
In
し
the
よ
air
し。
right field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. One left for Seattle. They trail it here 3-0.
カラクもなんとか決定に抑えれました。さすが翔平さん。
Welcome back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Taylor
あ
Ward.
りがとうございます。
Ward.
エラーはだから。6球フォーシーム投げられ
The
た。
pitch.
なめんな。
And that one is inside.
さすがに2巡目はない。いやはは。
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult.
抜けたか。
In the air,
越えて
out
越えて。
towards
よしよ
left
しよし
center,
よしよし
and it
よし。
one-hops the wall.
もうでも
Into
こ
second
れ
easily with a leadoff double.
下位
Well,
打
it
線や
certainly
け
feels
ど
good
も
when you can
レ
win the
ンフロー
at
も
bat
いる
after
し
being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten
ダ
up
メ
just
押し
like
です
that.
か。もう翔平にはありすぎる。
Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Nice batting.
And a rope into center field, base
待って
hit.
ました高めの
Headed
まっ
for
す
the
ぐ。
plate. He scores, and it's 4-0.
Back-to-back base hits, high fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy
ちょ
to
っとだけ
do.
早く振れてたらスタンドもあったんじゃないかって思いますけれども、どうでしょうか。
Now it's Anthony Rendon. Flying to right his
ほ
first
ら乗っ
time.
ていこう。ここで調子取り戻してくれ。
That one drifts inside.
18打数2安打です、今年。調子悪いなぁ。それはでかいよ。
And here it comes. That's to third.
あ、抜けた。よか
And
っ
a
た。
base hit right there.
私めがちょっと上っ面に当てちゃったってことです。
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Marco Gonzalez. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
なぜかカーソルがちっちゃくなるっていうこのマルコ・ゴンザレス。なんか次エース出してきましたね。ものすごいもう。
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
ナイスバッティング。
Base knock center field. Here comes Renfroe around third. Trammell fires it to the plate. The run comes in from second, and the lead is up to 5.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
さあ、
Next to hit, David
今
Fletcher.
日のフレッチャー、カーソルでかいから調子を取り戻すためにも。
And that's in there for strike one.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
The pitch. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Diego Castillo appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Popped in the air, left field. Pollock makes the catch. Runner tagging from third.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Mike Trout, the 25th overall pick in the 2009 draft. He was actually a compensation pick for the Angels for the free agent loss of Mark Teixeira when he signed with the New York Yankees. The lefty to 1-0. Out towards right center field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Tag, not in time. He's safe. It's 6-0.
No, that's the third run of the inning, and these guys are doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
The batter, the designated hitter.
シングルとトリプル。ここで二塁打打っとく？ホームラン打っとく？どっち打っとく？ホームランか。
and hits a fly ball center field. Trammell makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Angels 6 and the Mariners nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park, ready to go, bottom 4. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Ohtani back to work.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Got the bat going too soon, and strike 2. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Raleigh swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Ball down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
So close to possible extra bases right there. Just couldn't keep it fair down the line.
Kicks and fires. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Back to work, 3-2 now. Fights it off, you'll see another. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and puts the squeeze on that. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tommy.
Next is the designated hitter, Tommy LaStella. Single to right in his first trip. 0-1.
球数行き過ぎてますね、これきっと。どれぐらいですか、今。77球。ないわ。
2 outs. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Renfroe makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at the ballpark, Gio Urshela steps in.
The third baseman, Gio
Urshela. The wind and the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Lifted in the air, right field. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Well, I kept it pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And now the lefty. And fouled off. The pitch. That one fouled off.
次ピッチャー誰にしようかな。何回からクオリティスタートは取るか。
And a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Do it again.
Swing and a pop-up. Haggerty hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
The left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. On the ground to the left. Gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
1, 2, 3.
Angels go quietly there, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now for Seattle, Taylor Trammell.
The center fielder,
本当にイニング投げたいからな。3イニングスプリットで。
And the right-hander back to work. That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1. And the slider just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Out towards left center. Ward pulls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
now batting, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Colton Luong up next for the Mariners.
6回が限界カーブ。
They say you win.
もう今ので内野ゴロ打ってくれてええねんけど。
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
ボール気味。
That one missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The 1-2 keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
粘るんじゃねえ。カットボール。
1-2 now. And now 2-2.
見逃された。スプリット、ストライクゾーンでいいよ。
Check swing didn't go. And a full count now.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
真ん中にスプリット。
Hit well. Right field way back and gone.
だから舐め
That
たら
one felt good, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-1.
言い抜きすぎ。もっきり捉えられた。左がだった。
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
And now, Sam Haggerty. That's a strike, and that is strike one. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Ty France up next for the Mariners. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Ty France goes deep, his second of the year, and they inch closer. It's 6-2. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball down the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that one hammered. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 6-2. You're dialed into the show. Back in Seattle. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe. The pitch. Swing, this one's bounced to the ground. Suarez throw to first in time, and Renfroe is retired.
The batter number 6.
Anthony Rendon making his way to the plate. Rendon, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2011. That one ripped right center field, way back there. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Here's the power-hitting catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
Really nice swing in his last at-bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And first offering is fouled off. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
お、得点圏では5割。
Rendon, the runner at second with one away.
コンタクトスイング。
Next offering is fouled back. Next one is off the plate, and a count 1-2.
もう一球遊べるよ。気をつけて。危ない。
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And a foul ball. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. Nice grab on the run. 2 down.
あと
David Fletcher now at the
フレッ
plate.
チャー
David
ヒット打とう。
Fletcher.
打てるよこのピッチャーは。お、でかっ。打たなあかん。
And that one off the outside edge. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering misses. Ball 2.
センター返しな。ボール遅いから引きつけて。甘い球くるよ。ナイスバッティング。
Hammer,
よし
base
よし
hit,
よし。
and that's going to kick into the corner. Here comes Rendon around third. He'll score. It's 7-2. Fletcher into second, and he's got a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat.
よかった。
Worked himself into a good count. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Here's
あー
Mike
これアウ
Trout.
ト。でかっ。
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, Mike Trout
He
absolutely
just got
loves
it
hitting
there.
here at T-Mobile
Oh, it's
Park.
only-
He's got the most home runs in this ballpark than any other ballpark in his career on the road.
Man at second.
よし。
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
自信のある球はない。楽しみじゃない。
There's a swing and a drive. That's back.
OK。
And out of here. Third home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 9-2.
今シーズン3本目。目標は世界制覇ですから。3勝2敗じゃんもう。今日勝てば
When
4
you're
勝
lacking
2敗。
velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Diego Castillo on the pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Diego.
大谷の時にこのピッチャー2回目。
2 outs, nobody on. Now here is Shohei Ohtani. And he swings and misses at the
い
initial
きなり
offer.
速い球に変わったらもう誰へん。ホームランか二塁打欲しいな。
2 down, nobody on. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
さっきのピッチャーがいかに打ちやすかったっていうのが分かりますね。
0-2 now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now a 9-2 ball game. Back after this on the show.
広沢みたい。
And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, A.J.
この
Pollock.
回まで。
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
And up next for Seattle, Eugenio Suarez. And the pitch is in for a strike. Strike one. Suarez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Up the middle. Rendon throw to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500+ home runs, 3,000+ hits, and a triple crown.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 0-1.
ナイスボール。もう一球欲しむ。次はボール球。
And there's a ball.
さすがに見るね。ヒット。
Ground ball right side, and that's
空振りが
just
取られへんな、
foul.
今日。欲しむ。
Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
カーブで。もう。どうしようかな。スプリットで。
Righty delivers.
Okay.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nobody left for Seattle. They're down 7. It's 9-2.
お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。
Welcome back. Top of inning number 7. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Gio Urshela.
行きましょう。あなた行きましょう。
And he deals. Now a fly ball to right center. It gets down a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap. But I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation.
1 at second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
初球のあんな球があったってんの。
2 outs, base is empty. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appeal to first. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. Now 3-0. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
真ん中来たら打ちますよ。パワフルスイングで。
3-0 down. And a big swing and a miss.
Fooled on that pitch. Got a little anxious.
フォースイングで来いよ。
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great.
Yes!
This one squared up down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's fair, and it is gone. Hunter Renfroe hits one out, and they add a pair. It's 11-2.
レンフローも3本目。いけるんじゃないワールドシリーズ。
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, it's such a good chance that it's going to hook foul. But not this time. He kept the hands moving, forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
連動も続こう
And now it's going to be Anthony Rendon.
おら
Swings and drives one
いった
out to deep left field. That one's back.
ダメか
Right up against the wall. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer.
入れへんと
Seventh inning stretch time. You're watching Angels baseball on the show, LA.
あなたはナイスバッティング
Griffin Cannon takes over on the mound.
They know that he can get a right-hander
きっちり
out,
結果出せ
but
ば
he's in position to face a couple of
先
lefties
発
this
で
inning.
上げてることも考えるよキャニング
Now it's the DH, Tommy LaStella,
Mariners,
連投か
the designated hitter, Tommy
and a pitch.
LaStella.
Cannon, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
チェンジアップ
Now the 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back.
チェンジアップ良さそうやなカーブいきましょうかボール球ねよくね
Next offering in the dirt. Now 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Got
Okay.
him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
The center fielder, number
Taylor
5,
Trammell up next for the Mariners.
Trammell.
これ試合終了までこいつ投げてもいいよね
First offering misses the mark.
もう一球フォーシーム
That one catches the corner.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of
投げ
that
急
bullpen.
いであかんねんほんますごいなチェンジアップ
And now it's even up.
チェンジアップいいよこいつフォーシーム
Way high.
もう高めに投げれないのでカーブかな
And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Chance to strike out the side now.
Well,
You talk
okay,
about
so
the
it's
benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Wong in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The next pitch misses, and now 2-0.
次は見逃してくるでしょうけどライダーあれ
Good eye right there.
フォーシームで真ん中付き
There's the strike, 3-1.
もう一球フォーシーム
Right-handed reliever. On the corner for a strike.
さあ次ですねチェンジアップだな
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's a foul ball.
もう一球チェンジアップよし
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. That won't help much. It's 11-2.
あオホッピーだオホッピーは大事にいこうよ
Back at T-Mobile Park, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And there's the strike.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
ナスティースライダーえげつないスライダーライダー5球
And a pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. At the plate, David Fletcher.
the shortstop, David Fletcher.
First pitch, not close.
14,000しか入ってません。T モバイルパーク。ナイス。
Line drive, base hit.
ピッチャーはいいはずなんです。
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you gotta make them pay.
And now the center fielder, Mike Trout. Ball one, no strikes.
あなた疲れてないよね。大丈夫？大丈夫？
Righty to the plate, and now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
ここに来たら、あ、惜しいんやったけど。次わからん、シンカーじゃない。
And the right-hander deals.
All
And
right.
that one fouled off.
読みしてたのにな。
And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And now it's filled up.
ランナーは走りません。真ん中に来い。
The pitch. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. To second, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Halos 11 and the Mariners 2.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the eighth. And now for Seattle, Sam
The
Haggerty.
shortstop,
The line to kick the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Next pitch misses way outside. Ripped on a line. And there's one down.
いいよ。
Now first baseman, number 23.
So digging in, Ty France. He's already homered in this
2
game.
打数2安打、
He's
ホームラン
not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That's in there. 0-1.
中いってるよ。もう1球スライダー。ボール気味で。お、
France started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Mariners. Up the middle. Sends it to Walsh, and that is the inning.
最後どうしようかな。ステベス使おうかな。休ました方がいいかな。
And welcome back. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
そうっすね。休ませよう全員。あの子に頑張ってもらおう。さあ翔平、もうサイクルヒットの可能性はないけれど。
Castillo back to work. He swings and fouls one off.
シンカーやったら打てたのにな。外じゃない次。いやー、打ちたかった。
swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Now batting.
And the batter now, Gio Urshela. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul.
皆さんなんとかいいねを押していただけないでしょうか。
Line drive, caught.
やっと
Now batting. The first baseman.
当たりしたのにな。
Two outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Jared
ボールッ
Walsh.
シュヒットないのか君
Well,
は。
no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
ちょっと早い
And now the 0-1. Slapped foul.
まだ早い。でもフォーシームには遅れちゃう。
The 0-2. On the ground right side, he handles it himself, and that's the third out. So they make short work of him there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Halos. So bottom of the ninth, and stepping in for the Mariners, A.J. Pollock. And a pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
フォーシーム。
And it's 1-1.
もう一球フォーシーム。
Kicks and deals.
あ、やばい。
And that's downstairs and outside.
もう一球フォーシーム。
And a foul ball.
待ってたな。まあ次変化球はもう空振りするでしょう。はい、あれ粘るね。フォーシーム。
Here comes a pitch.
OK。
Popped up.
ワンアウト。
Fletcher makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting.
Eugenio Suarez up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. That one misses. And that's ball
ド
one.
ライブじゃない？もう一球スライダー。
Out in front and foul to the left side.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
もう一球いったのかな。もう一球スライダー。
The wind of the pitch. That one ripped.
危ない。
Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
いいですよ。あと一人。
The catcher.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
カーブ。
And that one is inside ball one.
フォーシーム。
The next offering misses. And it's 2-0.
ウイングされてる。チェンジアップ。36球で疲れてくんのか。
The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 2-1.
斜め下に落ちてるやんか。惜しいね。
Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground. And that one handled.
よし。
Throw to first in time. And this one is over. And the Angels salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
11-2 the final tally.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 11 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Mariners, 2 runs on.
これで大丈夫ですかね。ありがとうございます。なんとかマリナーズにスイープされずに済みました。打線も爆発したということで、よかったですよ。本当に。まあ、翔平の2本のホームラン、あれが僕によってね、あんなんいらなかったなって思いますね。なんやったらもうシャットアウトできたんじゃないかっていう。そんなこんなんで、第6戦、勝つことができました。順位は2位と、4勝2敗ですね。まあ、まだまだ先は長いんで、これからも頑張っていきたいですので、ぜひとも励みのためのいいね、そしてコメントはお気軽に、さらにご登録もお考えいただけると非常に嬉しいです。ではこの辺りで失礼したいと思います。ご視聴どうもありがとうございました。Have a nice day。失礼いたします。